So you're making some progress. You're getting some regular exercise, eating right. Things really seem to be going your way. Then fast forward 2 weeks and everything stopped. And for some reason, you can't really put your finger on why. Well, today I'm going to share with you 3 simple things that you can do to help you stay committed. Let's dive in. Welcome to episode 6 of the LeRock Show, where I'm here to help you get your fitness back on track at any age and regardless of your current fitness level, so you can spend more quality time with your family, have a brighter outlook on life, and finally find the true joy that life has to offer. I'm your host, LeRock. This is such a cool opportunity for us to be hanging out today, and I love the fact that you're making a commitment to yourself by being here each week. For those of you listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, thanks for listening and sharing your reviews because every voice does count. If you are watching on YouTube, I appreciate the comments, the likes, the feedback, the engagements, because it really does motivate me to help you more and gives me some really good ideas for future shows. I'm recording this one after an extremely busy week, and it does provide a good reminder and foundation for the new week that's about to begin. This episode is all about how to stay committed. But before we go in, if you are looking for a new and exciting eating approach that's actually livable and easy to follow, then you may have heard of this new eating approach that I developed. It's called Automate Your Plate. I used it to lose 65 pounds in 13 weeks, and that was more than 15 years ago. I've been able to keep the weight off, and that's why I want to share it with everyone. And what I did is I put together a checklist for you that you can download for free. It's like a quick start guide that will help you just step right on through it. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Now, I teach this in my course. This is one little piece of my course, Fit Anyway Academy. And I also talk about it in my book. But with this checklist, you don't have to watch any videos. You don't have to read the book. You can just print the checklist and follow it step 1, step 2, step 3, and so on. And it'll get you well on your way to automating your plate and helping you find some commitment. So you can go to ethanlerock.com/automate. Click on the button, you can download it right there. So I hope it's of some benefit to you. I know people that have used it that I know have benefited greatly, and it's had some really good results. So download it, give it a try, and I look forward to hearing about your progress. And if you are watching on YouTube, then yes, I'll be providing a link just below the video so you can click on it and get it there. So we finally find that we feel like we have our groove back. You know, we're getting our exercise more consistently, we're eating good, we're staying away from the junk food, everything in life seems brighter, the outlook is looking good, and then fast forward 2 weeks, and all of a sudden, all of that is halted and stopped, and we can't seem to find or determine why that is. Well, I've found myself there on many occasions. During my struggles and during the time back before when I lost all the weight, I remember going it was like a roller coaster ride. I would lose a bunch of weight. I would get myself in really good shape. I'd get really jacked and I'd feel great about myself. And then, I would start enjoying life a little bit more. I'd start relaxing and not being so, critical of myself. And I would start going out to the clubs more or just hanging out with my friends more, spending a little bit more time doing some leisure activities. And then I would slide and slide and slide. And then all of a sudden, I'm not doing what I should be doing. Maybe I'm missing a workout here or there. And then it leads into even more workouts being missed. And then, you know what? I'm going to have a cheat day today. And then it turns into a cheat week. And then the next thing you know, I'm totally off the rails. I'm not working out. I'm not eating correctly. And then that would go on for a while. And then all of a sudden I would realize it. And sometimes it would be a year would go by and I wouldn't do anything about it. And that's when I would pack on a lot of weight. And then I'd realize it. And then I would start doing something about it. And then I would start eating better. I would start training again. I would get back on the whole fitness thing. And then I would shed some weight, and then I'd get muscular again, and I'd start feeling better about things again, and then I would start relaxing again, and then I would go right off the rails again in the same exact fashion. And I think a lot of people go through this in life. I think it's kind of a normal part of human nature. We like to do what is easy for us and what brings pleasure to us. So many times we avoid things that seem to be, painful or out of our way or need effort, and that's what we do as people. Well, what I found is, many things that I was going through at the time, I had to take a good hard look at what I was doing in order to get this vicious roller coaster ride to stop. And if that's where you are today, if you find that you're having a really hard time, you have it in you. You have the ability to lose weight, to get your health and fitness back, but you've done it before, but you keep on sliding and you keep on ending up back, gaining the weight back and losing all hope, and that there's potential out there for you to be what you want to be. Well, I'm going to share with you 3 things that I came up with that really helped me to get to where I am today. 15 years later now, I'm telling you, it is possible to get off the roller coaster ride of doing really well and then losing it, doing really well and then losing it. There is a way to keep all the weight off and stay very fit for the long term, but it takes a little bit of effort. And I'm going to share with you these 3 things that can really help you. So the first thing I would suggest you do, and it's the same thing that I did, is that you develop a schedule for your personal life. Now, many people in their careers and in their work life are very good at creating schedules. They schedule the year, the quarter, the month, the week, and then they break it down into like daily to-do lists or daily goals. And that's exactly what people do that want to achieve something, right? You want a good outcome, you need to have a plan. Well, it's the same with your personal life. And that's what a lot of people don't get. Not having a plan for your life, for your personal life, is like running on autopilot. And then in the end, we all ask ourselves, why is it that we fell off the tracks? Why is it that things aren't getting done? Why ain't I keeping up with my health and fitness? Well, creating a schedule for your life really helps eliminate all of that confusion. And what I would suggest is you do something either written or something in a computer. You can use Microsoft Excel or one of the Google Doc documents, but just break it out. What do I want to do each day to maintain my health and fitness? And that should really include, when am I going to exercise? Whatever exercise works for you and is congruent with what you like to do. And when am I going to eat? Like, when am I going to eat my meals? And you need to have, automatic things in place that prevent you from eating junk, right? You want to make sure that you're fed, you're feeling like you're satisfied, so that when you're driving home from work or carting the kids around, you're not tempted to pull into a drive-through window and pick up some sort of calorie-dense junk. That's what a schedule does for you. It keeps you in line and it keeps you accountable. So there's a few ways to do it. I would avoid any apps, like downloading apps that are supposed to, make it all easy for you. I find personally, when I've tried different apps to schedule my life and to schedule my day, the actual app itself has more overwhelm in it than the actual activity of scheduling. You can do something simple. You can get a notepad, and you could scratch, a few things down. This is what I want to lose this much weight, and I want to do it by this date. In order to do that, I need to lose so much weight per week. And in order to lose that much weight per week, I need to lose this much weight per day, right? So that's your overall goals. And then, okay, so to lose that much weight per day, I need to get committed. I need to do something. I need to exercise, do something on a regular basis. And I also need to eat properly, right? And you just you break it all down and you load it into your schedule. And then the second thing you really need to do is you need to have a daily and a weekly assessment of what you're doing. So what I do is in the morning, I think about what I want to do throughout the day. I spend 5 minutes just thinking about what is it I want to achieve today in my personal life. And I don't just limit it to my health and fitness, but that's what I'm talking about to you today. And I think about what is it I want to achieve, and I keep that thought in my head, putting some importance on what I want to do with my day, right? And then what I do is I go through the day, I look at my schedule. When I get off work, got to hit the gym at 4:30, or whatever it might be. Got to make sure I have my dinners ready, right? Whatever that might be. And I do it. And then what I do at the end of the week, I look back at the week, and I ask myself, did I achieve what I wanted to achieve this week? And this is what's crucial. This is the part where most people stop. They may write down a schedule. They may write down a workout plan. They may get something that they can follow and that gives them some vision on what they want to do. But then what they do is they stop thinking about it. And they don't come back and revisit it at the end of the week and say, hey, how did I do? When you start looking at it and asking yourself those types of questions, how did I do this week? Was I good, or did I kind of slip? Did I get all the workouts in that I wanted to get in this week? Or did I kind of wimp out? Did I just say, I can't do it? And that's okay. That does happen. Happens to me sometimes. But then what you do is you go, what can I do next week? This is key. What can I do next week to keep me from falling back and not hitting what I want to do? And you start planning it out just like you would at any job or any career. It's just taking accountability for your personal life through scheduling, and then holding yourself accountable. And the third thing that I would suggest is, I talk about this a lot, is putting automatic steps in your life. When it comes to your health and fitness, it can mean many things. It can mean bringing a certain bit of water to work. It can mean taking a jug of water and you put lines in it. If one of your goals is, I want to drink more water to be more hydrated and feel better, because water is key for many things. It helps deliver all the nutrients in your body. Its importance is immense. So one thing you could do is like I said, you could take a bottle of water and you mark off a certain amount you want to drink every couple hours. Bring that, and then it's automatic. It's at your desk. It's right there within your reach. If it's, say you're having a problem getting in the gym or getting to your class, whatever it might be, your exercise, then you have to make it so that there's something you do that stops you. For me, I'll tell you what I did. I wasn't getting to the gym, and I found that I was driving home from work. I would get home, I would sit on the couch, and then I might have something to eat. And then after I had something to eat, my blood sugar would spike a little bit, and I would feel very sluggish, and I wouldn't want to go back to the gym. I was just too relaxed. I was too content. So what I implemented in my life is I stopped coming home after work. I would go right for my work, go to the gym. I'd bang out my workout in less than an hour. And like I said, that's me. I'm a gym guy. But maybe you weren't. Maybe you have some other thing, some other class or some other sport you want to play. My suggestion is, don't allow yourself to relax. You want it to be something that is automatic. I leave work, I go to activity, right? When you start doing that a few days a week, you will be amazed at how much change that causes in your life. For me also, with the diet thing, whatever you choose to do, whatever it might be, it needs to be consistent, right? So you need to find a way to automate the way you eat. If you're just living free, I just eat whatever every day. Hopefully I eat a salad today. Maybe tomorrow I don't eat a salad and I slip and I eat a pizza. If that's the way you're living, then all the education about nutrition in the world is not going to help you, because you don't have a plan, right? And you don't have an automatic step in your life that eliminates the temptations that come with not having a plan. And the other part of this too is your mental well-being. You know, a lot of us fitness people, we talk about nutrition and we talk about training and exercise. But the third part of this whole thing is your mental health. And a lot of us are kind of neglectful when it comes to our mental health. I've been there recently. And you need to really take notice and start automating those things too. Something I implemented in my life, I talked about it in last week's episode, is this whole meditation thing. You need to set a time in your day that is consistent, right? When you're going to meditate, when you're going to think, I need to clear my mind. And the more automatic you can make it, the greater chances you're going to have at staying consistent with this whole health and fitness thing. And speaking of staying committed, if you want something that can help you stay committed, at least with your nutrition, then you might be interested in, like I talked about earlier, this whole automate your plate eating approach. I developed it. I speak about it in my book. I teach it in my online course. It's one of the 9 directives, and it really has helped me. And I know it has great potential to help you. If you are someone who's scattered with your eating approach and you need something a little, that's one area where you need help, then I developed a free checklist that walks you through the whole thing. You can eat more frequently than you ever have before. Yep. And it's also just that, it's automatic. You have the food with you at all times within reach. I drive home. I'm never hungry on the way home from work. And I feel satiated all the time. I feel very satisfied when it comes to my nutrition. And it's something that I'm telling you, it was very beneficial in getting me to where I am today. If it wasn't for Automate Your Plate, I would not be in the shape that I am today, that's for sure. But if you're interested, I put together a free checklist that steps you through it. Step 1, step 2, step 3, and all the way through, saving you having to watch the videos, and you don't have to take my course or read my book, and it'll get you exactly where you want to go. You can get that free checklist at ethanlerock.com/automate. That's ethanlerock.com/automate, and you can get it there. And yes, if you're watching on YouTube, I provided some links down below so you can download it there. And if you found this week's episode helpful in any way in helping you to stay committed, I would love you to leave some comments for me. And if you have any ideas for future shows you'd like to see, then please, by all means, leave me some suggestions, and I'll do my best to see if I can make that happen. And yes, to help the show, you can always give us a like or share, or if you're listening on Apple Podcast or Spotify, you can leave me a review, and I'd greatly appreciate it because it does help me get my message out there. So go into your week being committed. Have that schedule ready, get your plan in place, and follow your plan every day and make it automatic. Until we meet again, stay healthy, be happy, and live your life with intention every single day.